Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, your girl Shay Samuels of Team the Shay. What an awesome night we had last night in the Lord at the Friday Night Life with Pastor Dee Perry and the Ministry League with Pastor Cynthia Powell, Apostle Cynthia Powell, Prophetess Cynthia Powell. It was amazing. It was so amazing. I just wanted to do a recap of that night and then let you guys know that we are headed right now to, when I say we are a team, but it's just me today, headed to the Sisters in War Women's Conference. And this is another monthly conference that's taking place right here in Atlanta, Georgia. In this case, it's in Mableton or Austell, Georgia. But I am just honored to be a part of these women. I'm honored to be a part of their move. I'm honored to even be called to do these conferences, because God really shows up and he shows out for me. I know for a number of people, but even for me, I'm the worship leader at these conferences, and I get so blessed, and it's like taking me from dimension to dimension, and I'm just so grateful for it. But yes, yesterday, Friday Night Life was off the hook. When I talk about transparency, Apostle Cynthia Powell, Pastor Cynthia Powell, Prophetess Cynthia Powell, was so on point with where church is right now and where we should be destined to be. What our purpose is. I'm wearing my shirt today, walking out my purpose on purpose. I'm walking out my purpose on purpose. People, we have to be so diligent in the way that we walk our destiny out. We have to be so diligent and strategic in the way we walk in our purpose, because the enemy knows, not because he can see or foresee. He can only see the past, but he hears what we speak. So when you speak doubt and when you speak anything negative over your vision, when you say things like, I'm never going to be able to do it, when you say things like, this wasn't for me, or I don't have the finances, oh ye of little faith, when you start speaking that way, the enemy hears that, and it's almost like he says to you, it's almost like you gave him the kryptonite to your purpose. You gave him the kryptonite to keep you from your purpose, and he begins to use that. You ever think about how you say, like, I'll never be able to go back to school, and then your car breaks down? Or like, I'll never get married, and you never get married. Nobody even looks at you, or people look at you, but you never get married. You are speaking these things, your purpose, your destiny, out of existence. Amen. And so what she did last night was she talked about not only where she came from, but she talked about miracles, signs, and wonders, and things that she had seen in her time of ministry, things that she has witnessed in her time of ministry. And oh my God, I started thinking to myself, like, Lord, I repented because we miss those things in the busyness of our ministry. How many people are we sitting around within the ministry, and we just think because they're sitting next to us that they're saved? So I pray for a special blessing over all of you, especially leaders in the church, that you will begin to be able to identify, those who are not saved, those who are wanting to be saved but don't even know where to begin. And I thank God for ministries such as Pastor Dee Perry's and Sister Stephanie Gibson. I know it's Tiffany, but Stephanie Gibson, whose the event that I'm about to go to today, Sisters at War. And ironically, both conferences or both events, one was a Friday Night Life held every year in Mapleton, and it just happened to be a war theme. So we all had our fatigue on. You'll see pictures with that. And then tonight, I don't know if I'm going the right way. I'll find out shortly. Tonight, or this morning rather, this is another opportunity to go to war. Amen. And from what I understand, they both weren't aware that this was taking place, and or that they both had the same theme. But it says that they're tapped into the frequency. They're tapped into the frequency, and I thank God for that. So, people, let's get it together. Let's get it together. It's just an awesome opportunity for us right now for us to bring back church to the way it was designed. So many people are taking the elements of church out of church. This free church, free spirit. We're taking freedom to a whole different level. We no longer have to reverence Christ in churches anymore. And unfortunately, a lot of people who are growing up in today's society, they don't know what that reverence looks like. They're going to church, but I heard a guy say once, he said, I'm bringing the streets to the church. And it wasn't that he was bringing the streets to the church. It wasn't that he was bringing the streets to the church. It was like, I'm bringing the street to the church. Baggy pants, skulls on the shirt. He wasn't aware that what he was doing was wrong. And unfortunately, there's no longer any deacons, like real deacons. The deacons in the church aren't the deacons that I used to know, my uncles and the older gentlemen who, walk with me, Lord. Who knows what they're singing now? The mothers in the church. She talked about that yesterday. We're the mothers in the church. The mothers that, with the gray hair, and they're named something different now. We're getting away from church. And we should be getting connected more to Jesus. We're getting away from the tradition and the strategy of what church meant. And this is why the world is going in disarray. I hate to say it, because people will definitely, I love it, people will definitely combat me with this. I put a post up once and I was talking about prayer being taken out of different elements of the world, and someone came right back at me. And although he wasn't combative, it was just more like, is this your perception or is it the world's perception? And unfortunately, because nobody's speaking up about it, it does look like it's my perception. Amen. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that today. Last night was amazing. Today, I know, will be amazing. And I also know that tomorrow at the Sweet Auburn Festival, we will be there October 1st. That is downtown, I was going to say Wilmington because that's where I'm from, downtown Atlanta. But seriously, God is just doing so much, and I thank him. Oh, yeah, and we just recently won the Gospel Choice Awards for Best Female Vocalist, and I will be doing another video on that because I owe people a speech. So anyway, this is your girl, Shay Samuels of Team Shay. I am headed to the Sisters in War Women's Conference this morning, and I'm so thankful to be here. I thank God for it. I love it, and videos will be coming because I know this will be powerful. Y'all, I'm in this all day, every day. I'm in it all day, every day. That's going to be a song. All day, every day, all day, every day. Amen. All right. Just being silly this morning, but I love the Lord. I love you guys, and I am so excited about what God is doing in our lives and in your lives because you're a part of it. Bless you guys. We'll see you soon.